Hey girl, I haven't filmed in what, like 4 months? Something like that. Yeah, it's been a while. And I know a lot of you have probably been wondering where I've been, what's been going on. And honestly, I just wanted to sit down and talk. I was just like, let me make this video before I upload all the rest of the content that I have. Last month, I filmed and edited a lot of content that I still needed to upload, girl. But before we go on, I just wanted to make this video because, yeah, like I said, I just want to sit down and talk about it. So today's video is not planned or scripted. It's just me catching up with you, girl. And I'm just gonna share about what life has been looking like lately. Okay, you know what? Let me grab a cup of tea. Okay, let's get a cup of tea because this is that kind of video where we have like a girl chat, a chit chat. Tea is much needed right now. Maybe even coffee because at this point, girl, I'm like, I need a coffee. Or, matter of fact, bring me a cocktail. Yeah, that's much better. No, just kidding. We're not gonna do cocktails at noon. Okay, amazing. I got myself a coffee. So yes, we're going to address a topic that's kind of been the elephant in the room for a while now, okay? So yeah, I am a single mom. And even just saying that out loud, it's not something that I'm ashamed of. It's not something that I say with sadness or shame, but this is just my reality. And it's okay, okay? Because for a long time, I didn't want to talk about it because no, not because I was hiding it, but because I had to process it privately. I had to go through my own emotions, my own growth, and just without the noise of social media opinions. And that's something that I've learned over these past few years, that privacy is actually peace, guys. So, when I first started on YouTube back in the days, like 10 years ago, like way back, I used to share everything, my relationships, my personal life, my home, my household, like just everything that was just going on. And back then it felt normal because we were all just growing up online together. Like I was 18 at that time when I started my YouTube channel, like 12 years ago, maybe. Yeah, it was 12. Yeah, 11 years ago. I was 18. I'm 30 now with 2 kids. Like my whole 20s, I've been on YouTube and I've learned a lot. And as I've gotten older, especially after becoming a mom, I've realized that some parts of my life are really sacred. Some things are just not meant for the internet. So yes, I'm a single mom. And no, I'm not gonna share like details about my relationship, this situation, or about my kid's dad or anything like that online, because that is something private. I do want to mention that I'm a single mom, but it's just something private. It's a family matter, right? And I'm just protecting that space for me and my kids and just for everyone that's involved in the situation, right? And I also want to say something because I feel like it's important to say that I do have a lot of respect for my kids' dad. I always have and I always will, even though our lives have taken like different paths. I went that way, he went that way. That doesn't change the fact that it's their father, the father of my kids, and I will always respect that role in their lives, right? Co-parenting isn't always easy, but I truly believe that the best thing divorced couples can do for their children is to handle everything with kindness, respect, and also maturity, right? Because kids deserve to see their parents being good to each other, speaking kindly, and showing that even things didn't work out romantically as a couple, whatever, you can still work together in a different but positive way, right? And that is something that I take seriously because children, in my opinion, they learn from what they see, not what they're told, right? So keeping that respect, that peace, and also that balance is something that I'll always protect for me, my family, my kids, and like I said, like for everyone involved. Now let's talk about single motherhood for a second because listen, single motherhood is hard, okay? It's a different kind of strength that nobody really can prepare you for. Like think about becoming a mom for the first time ever. It is hard, it's so hard. No one can prepare you for motherhood, the journey of being a parent, like no one can prepare you for that. But then think about, doing it alone. Not really alone because I do have my village and that's amazing. But, I'm still alone in my house. Like, who's here with me? Besides my kids, like, there's no, oh, Pablo. Pablo is here. I got Pablo. Yeah, being a single mom is just like a different kind of strength that nobody really can prepare you for. Because you just have to show up every single day, even though you're tired, overwhelmed, emotional, sick, whatever. And you still have to give your kids the best of you. And yeah, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Like, I went through it. Like there were moments where I was literally running on empty and times where I felt like completely drained, not well. And I was just like thinking how I'm going to do this alone. Like, I don't know. But I'll also say this, it made me so strong. It's just been a whole journey because it forced me to grow in ways I didn't even know I could personally. And also, it really taught me to depend on my faith, on God, in a completely different way. I've had so many late night conversations with the Lord, just talking, crying, okay, asking for strength, asking for peace, for guidance, and literally every single time he showed up. And maybe not all the time how I wanted to. Sometimes he showed up very unexpectedly, but just always right on time. Listen, girl, one thing that I always prayed for past few years is the strength to carry on, even though how miserable I felt. Like the strength to get up for my kids in the morning when I was drained, when I was exhausted, when I just couldn't. The strength to keep me safe, okay, while I was driving and falling asleep behind the wheels with my kids in the back. Like the strength to just keep on going, making money, being a boss babe, being a boss woman, running my business, working, paying bills, all the strength to keep going. Like that was just the one thing that I always pray for. I didn't ask for money. I didn't ask for love or what. Like I just asked for the bare minimum, the strength to get up in the morning. Like, girl, I talked about this like in another video of mine a while ago, I think. But that was literally my prayer. Like I prayed for strength and I got it for sure, because that's the one thing that all my girls always tell me. Like when they see me or when we talk about this situation, they're always like, girl, I don't know how you do it because you're so strong. Like I cannot believe how strong you are. It's crazy. You just keep on going, keep keep being a good mom, keep taking care of everyone around you and just doing it with grace, with respect. You're so positive, you're so hopeful and all of that. Like my girls literally tell me this, like my friends tell me this all the time. And that's the thing that I was always praying for, just the strength. And that strength definitely helped me transition into like, single motherhood. That's why it looks like I'm doing this single motherhood thing so effortlessly, so gracefully. I really feel like I'm in a place where I feel grounded again, where my peace is back, kind of. And just where I wake up and I'm actually excited for life again. It took me a long time to get here, but I feel like good. I'm good. Like I'm genuinely good. Of course, I have my worries. And of course, not everything is perfect right now. Definitely not. Far from perfect. But one of the differences is definitely I finally let go of trying to control everything and I've surrendered it all to God. And I trust that He's rebuilding this chapter exactly how it's meant to be. And the thing is, when I look back now, I realize I just had to go through that storm to become the woman I am today. Like it broke me, okay, but it also built me. And it also stripped away literally everything that wasn't meant to come with me into this new season of my life. And now I see so much beauty in that. For a while, my energy was literally everywhere between, motherhood, business, filming content, working, and just trying to stay afloat, literally in survival modus. But now I feel more aligned. I found my rhythm kind of. I found my routine kind of. It's not perfect yet. Like I said, nothing's perfect, but it just feels better. It's still hard, but it's a different kind of hard. And I'm finding my vibe here. Like I'm finding my rhythm. My mind feels more clear. I'm showing up for my kids differently, with more patience, with more joy, with more stability sometimes. Kind of. And that is for me also like one of the biggest blessings. Yes, like I'm walking into a completely new version of myself, softer, wiser, and definitely more intentional. And I just also want to say this, that especially for other single moms watching, it gets better. Like I promise you, it gets better. It might not happen overnight, but you will feel that joy and that spark again in yourself if you're going through it. You will feel that peace again. For a while I was like, I'm going to be miserable for years. I'm going to be unhealthy, gain a lot of weight, my career's over, I'm so done with this, blah blah blah. But I was just so negative for a while. I thought that was it, but that definitely was not it. That was just the beginning of it. That was just the beginning of my new story, my new season. I just had to make those steps in order to feel renewed again. Like now I see that this was just the beginning of something beautiful. There's so much room for blessings now, and I feel that. And one thing that I also know 100% for sure why I'm so hopeful still is because when the timing is right, I know God is bringing someone amazing in my life. When that happens, no one's gonna know. No one's gonna know. Because I'm gonna keep it private, not hidden. I'm not gonna hide my future husband, okay? But I'm gonna keep him private. I'm gonna keep us private, especially as someone that's online almost every day on social media. Millions of people are watching. I don't need all this extra opinions and comments and criticism and feedback, and like didn't ask anyone for this. And one day I'm just gonna pop out and be like, I'm engaged, girl. But that's for the future, Until then, I'm just gonna be my whole self. Like I said, single motherhood is definitely not something to be ashamed of. It's just something to own. It's strength. It's grace. It's like self-love, actually. And honestly, this version of me that I am right now, I'm so proud of her. She's still glowing. She is still healing. She is still hopeful. Like, I'm so proud of myself. Moving forward on this channel, I just want to keep creating from that place where I'm right now, just from peace, from purpose, from presence. So yeah, you will still see motherhood related content, lifestyle content, but especially hair care stuff, because all those things make me me. But I'll only share what feels right, what's intentional, and what can truly help or inspire someone else out there. So no oversharing, no over explaining myself, just being my authentic self, from the heart. And a good thing is I really found my passion for hair care again. I know I said a while ago that I was just like, nah, about hair care, but that was during a difficult time in my life, as I said. So I was just like not in the mood for anything anymore. But now I found my passion again. My hair was also going through it. Listen, my hair was going through it past few years, especially after becoming a mom and stuff. A lot of hormonal imbalances, shedding, breakage. My hair was going through it, and I just didn't want to show up for my hair anymore for a long time. But now I do, and I'm doing it. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna, inspire them again, because I just love inspiring and helping each and every one of you out there. Because I get these messages all the time, like, oh yeah, because of you, my hair changed because of you, this and this and that. Like, I just love to see it. I love to see it. So hair care is our number one topic again. Yes, I am back, sister. Okay. So if you've been watching me for years, I appreciate you girls so much. Thank you so much for being patient, for growing with me, okay? For letting me evolve. And I'm genuinely so excited for what's ahead. And I know this next season is going to be full of blessings. I'm claiming this for me. And I cannot wait to share what's coming, because the plans that I have, the goals that I want to achieve, I don't want to say too much, but it's something's coming back. Oh, with this being said, now we finally can move on. Please, let me just not make this video ever again in my whole life. This is the only time I'm gonna make a video like this. Okay, this is the first time and the last time I'll make a video like this. I'm not gonna talk about this anymore in the future. I'm just gonna, keep it going because it is what it is and it's okay. It's okay.